Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a treasure hid in the field, the which when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking goodly pearls, who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea, and gathered of every kind, which when it was full, they drew to shore, and sat down, and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away.
A transfer of rulership is coming, and the kingdom of heaven will be on earth. Righteousness will be spread throughout the whole four corners of the earth. Wickedness will be put down.
You are my servants. Remember your place. We obey your majesty. We are honored to toil for you.
The time is right. The harvest will yield. The world
A transfer of rulership is coming, and the kingdom of heaven will be on earth. Righteousness will be spread throughout the whole four corners of the earth. Wickedness will be put down.
Yes, Your Highness. We will obey. You are doing well. Thank you, my king. Let them see the might of the throne. Yes, Your Majesty. Work. Let the land yield its riches. Yes, Your Majesty. I survey my domain. They are toiling as commanded. Yes, Your Majesty. We work until the sun sets. Let them work. The yield today is satisfactory. Keep them working. Yes, Your Majesty.
A transfer of rulership is coming, and the kingdom of heaven will be on earth. Righteousness will be spread throughout the whole four corners of the earth. Wickedness will be put down.
Quick sound check real quick. Bear with me, Baba Kasha. Bear with me, Baba Kasha. Mic check. Bear with me, Baba Kasha. Mic check. All right. All right. First and foremost, we'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who will well and teach well. I say shalom to the hopeful elect and the Akim out that push his word and his truth into sincerity across the four winds in the names of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua. All right, I'm your beloved brother Aina from the GMS Mississippi camp. All right, coming at you with, quick lesson. Going into we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, and I let it kind of let some time pass through just to show you how much of a hoax, this devil was or this devil is, with all these things that he has going on, just how fast this so-called moon landing that he did, that he proclaims have done, which we know is false because this devil has been given bounds. But you see how fast it came and go. It came and gone. But ultimately, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, okay? And the beloved brother here from GMS Mississippi camp, Zaquan Shaquat, GMS dedication, here GMS dedication, had done a video to us as well. So tune in, subscribe, and be edified. GMS dedication. All right, on the YouTube handle. Okay, so without further ado, all right, we're gonna play a quick video going into it. All right, and then from there, we'll get a few precepts, and righteous I pray that you're edified. Okay. One quick second. Bro. Looking for. Okay, here we go. Salakia.
Really believe that in 1969, when televisions were still in black and white and folks were still using rotary fucking phones, and most new cars sold in the United States didn't even have power windows or fucking air conditioning, that we just strapped two cowboys into what was essentially a fucking Coke can with a Chevy small block attached to it, and just launched them motherfuckers out into orbit on nothing more than a hope and a fucking dream, and somehow managed to land that glorified bottle rocket safely on an uncharted lunar surface, where they then got out and played hopscotch for a few hours, and then they got right back inside that motherfucker, and then somehow managed to launch themselves back off the goddamn moon with no infrastructure. And then a few short weeks later, they landed safely back on Earth. You really fucking believe that happened? Goddamn, you're a gullible son of a bitch. I bet you still believe in fucking Santa Claus, you goofy bastard. You really believe?
Okay, so the point of showing that was just to show Esau, man, people are not falling for it. Okay, we're especially when it comes to the elect. Okay, we are no longer ignorant to these devices and these things that Satan has. All right, and I'm gonna get that precept for you, and we're gonna break down because even the first moon landing named Apollo and the second moon landing named Artemis. All right, that goes into these Greek these Greek deities that they worship. Okay, so real quick, let's grab the precept just to lay the foundation. All right, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, "Lest Satan shall get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Okay, we're not ignorant of these enchantments and these snares and these things that Satan keep throwing out there to try to trip us up. We're no longer ignorant to those things, man. These things that he's doing with the psyops, especially nowadays, even when he's putting out the false information when it comes to the wars and everything, So we are no longer ignorant to those. All right, these things that Satan continue to throw out, man, it's played out. Like the beloved brothers of Quan, Ayasha get into. You just gonna have to come on with it, man. Just come on with whatever you got and just run that shit, man. Because what you're doing, all this extra shit, man. And ultimately, it's got to prepare the prophecy. But ultimately, we know. We already know that Satan he gonna go for it all. So what you holding back for? Okay, so real quick, I want to get this because I looked this up here. All right, so I looked up the term meaning when it comes to Artemis, okay? Because again, we know that the first moon landing was named Apollo, all right, and the second moon landing was named Artemis, okay? Now it says this is a quick Google search for Artemis meaning, okay? It says Artemis is the Greek goddess of the hunt, wilderness, wild animals, the moon, and chastity, okay? It's known as the daughter of Zeus and Leto, and the twin sister of Apollo, man. The twin sister of Apollo. Okay? So there's no coincidence that they have named the first moon landing Apollo and the second moon landing, the so-called second moon landing of Artemis. But when you look it up, man, there's been so-called multiple trips to the moon, but these are the only two that they've so-called publicized, which we know that they haven't. You can't get to the moon, no way. Which we know these things. You know, they can't get past the Van Allen belt. They'll burn up. Ultimately, this devil has bounds, man. You have the bounds that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai has given you, man. Okay, so we know the whole thing is BS. We know the whole thing is a lie. But the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai has given us the wisdom knowledge to uncover these things, man, on a higher level, on a deeper level of understanding. Okay? It says she is a major deity representing untamed nature, you know, protection of young girls, childbirth. Diana, her Roman equivalent. Now this also goes back to Greek and Rome, man. And which we know this is the Greco-Roman Empire reloaded, man. This is Rome remastered, Rome reloaded. Okay, and the point is as well is that she's a major deity representing untamed nature. So this devil is like, you know, even he's sending a message. Okay, he thinks that he's sending a message. Okay, to Yahweh Shema Shai, which you know Yahweh Shema Shai is over with, man. Okay. Let's get matter of fact, let's get this here. Let's get this second video real quick. Going into this Artemis. This guy here just told off on himself.
This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit.
Skirt. Wait, what? What did you just say? Hold on a minute.
This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon.
Well.
Well, this is how it works, man. Fair use. You know, there's no money or anything or any type of financial gains or anything for these videos. It's strictly for edification purposes. Fair use. So I had to put that out there. You know, you saw this in the middle of the video, man. But we still got the meat off of it, man. Like you talking about, this is the first time that they've been to the moon, which well, hey, let you tell it, it's the second time. But when we look it up on Google, you've been there's been several so-called moon travels to the moon. Okay, all right. Real quick, let's bring back up the precepts, because as the scripture says, with science, roughly paraphrasing, with science they do lie. Okay, so let's get the book of 1 Timothy. It's like 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 20. We'll get it in KJV and read it in NLT. It says, "Oh Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoid profane and vain babbling and oppositions of science falsely so called. Okay, which so with some confessing have ears concerning the faith. Okay, so what's been what Paul is telling Timothy here, man, look, stay committed to what you trust. Stay committed to this word. Stay committed to this truth. Stay committed to Yahweh Shem Shai, and avoid all that profane babbling, all that vain conversation, especially when it comes to science, man. Because it's so with science, these devil be lying, man. With the pseudosciences and all these other things, we know that it's big BS. Okay, let's get that in the GNT real quick. Shalom, brother. Yahweh Shem Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash, Barakatah, bro. Thank for tuning in. Isn't that 1 Timothy chapter 2? It's like in 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 20 here in the GNT. Okay. It says, Timothy, keep safe what has been entrusted to your care. Going to this time, we're supposed to be feeding the sheep. We're supposed to be laboring and toiling in Yahweh Shem Shai. So keep that what we've been entrusted with a gift. The gift of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, the comforter, the Rakakwadash. Okay, it says avoid the profane talk and foolish arguments of what some people wrongly called knowledge, man. And the science of this world, man, it's not true knowledge, man. It's not true wisdom at all. Okay? At all. None whatsoever. Okay? They have a few things, but ultimately it's not true wisdom. The only true wisdom that comes from science is what's mimicked from Yahweh Shem Shai. What's copied from Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, but every time this devil ear off and try to do these things, these pseudosciences, that it's a lie, man. It's a lie. It is not true knowledge. Okay. It says, for some have claimed to possess it, and as a result, they have lost the way of faith. Because when you start going into Esau's science, man, Esau begins, the scriptures say he wants to be the Most High. He tries to make it seem like he's the Most High. He tries to rewrite creation. He tries to rewrite everything, and he puts his phony ass science behind it, man. That's why it says for some have claimed to possess it. So you think just because you have so much science that you have so much knowledge, man, but you got the knowledge of this world, which is temporal, and it really ain't true knowledge, man. The true knowledge is the knowledge that comes from having that fear in Yahweh Shem Shai. It says as a result they have lost the way of faith, because this devil's science pulls you away from Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay. Let's get this here real quick. Get this word NASA here in the blue letter, because that word NASA has a certain meaning as well when it comes to the scriptures. All right, this is that word NASA. Okay, NASA. Let me bring it up so like I thought it was being shared. This is that word NASA. All right. It's not speaking it. It's that word NASA. I'll give it to you. Strong's H 5377. Strong's H 5377. All right. It says to beguile, to deceive. All right, utterly. All right, but the point is to deceive. Okay, and then when you go down here to the Strong's definition, to lead astray. All right, to lead astray, man. The point is to deceive and to lead astray. Khan, it's the brother Bayan Yasharala. Khan, we have the divine knowledge through the Holy Spirit. That's through Yahweh Shem Shai. That is the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Outside of that, man, it is none. Outside of Yahweh Shem Shai, Bahashem Kakodash, there is no knowledge, man. There is no wisdom. There is no, because that's the source, man. That's the source. The water for that, brother. That word NASA goes into leading astray, man. But we know that these devils are full of it, man. Esau is full of shit, man. We know it. Okay. Real quick, just another quick video, just showing how even your average person in the world ain't falling for the bullshit that Esau got going, man. Let me play this for you real quick.
You how the fucking moon landing was fucking bullshit because everyone's telling you I was fucking wrong.
Showed me.
Yeah. So fucking explain to me. Here you go. The guy's getting off the rocket ship. Who the fuck is filming him? Who's filming him?
A guy?
How'd the fucking guy get up there if this is the first guy that's supposed to be on the fucking moon? A different rocket ship?
I don't know.
So they sent the rocket ship up there. He got off and he's like, all right, come on up now. I'm ready to fucking film. Are you fucking serious?
Rocket ship?
He's supposed to be the first guy on the moon. It's bullshit. The car. How the fuck did the car fit in that rocket ship? Look, how did that car fit in the rocket ship?
I don't know.
Okay, right. More bullshit. Then the guy's floating around with a big fucking cord to his stomach, and they're telling you that's his fucking, life support. Was it fucking feeding him through the fucking tube like a baby? They're bouncing around like a fucking jerk off. Yeah, watch. Let me show you. There it goes. Bye-bye. You know what? I'm going to stay behind. You guys go back to Earth. I'll fucking die up here. And how the fuck did he get the film back to Earth? Yeah, look, the fake fucking parachute. Hey, we're home now. What happened to the guy back on the moon? They just left him?
I guess
so. Yeah, everyone guesses they don't have any fucking facts. Bullshit.
All right, so that's just to show you, even your average day-to-day, Joe Schmo walking around on the earth is not falling for it anymore. Ultimately, it's through the scriptures. I want to show you this real quick. He made a good point. How did the vehicle get up there? This is the so-called vehicle that Esau was driving on the moon, like so-called. Look at this, man. You really you're gonna take this billions of miles away from the earth, that you said you're gonna drive this on the moon. Now, let's break that down for a second as well. Esau will sit here and tell you that the sun shines off the moon or through the moon or whatever. Man, look, the Lord tells us the moon is his own light source. That makes a lot more sense than what Esau is saying, because if the sun can shine through the moon or off the moon or whatever, that means the moon would have to be hollow as hell, man. If you know anything about construction or anything about hollow objects or anything like that, for something to shine through it, it has to be almost transparent and nothing's in there, and that's just what it is. And if for something to be reflective, it means the rays would have to reflect off of it. Okay, but the point is, what Esau is saying, man, he's full of shit, man. He's full of it. We know that all of these things are lies, man. All of these things are lies. The moon is his own light source, man. The sun is his own light source. You cannot land on a light source, man. Okay, you turn on a light bulb forever, and you turn around and put your hands on it and see what happened to you. Okay. Let's grab another precept real quick, because as the scriptures say, the devil he is a liar and the father of it. Okay, let me bring this back up. Now about one more thing to show you and one more precept after this, and then we close it out. Our brothers, I pray that you're edified to this lesson as well. This is the book of John, chapter 8, and verse 44. John chapter 8 and verse 44, it says, "Ye are of your fathers the devil, the lust of your fathers ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning." Okay, and a dome not in the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. For he is a liar and the father of it. And this was going to the devil. Salaki was referring to Israelites in his time, the wicked, the wicked of our nation during this time. But however, this could be also referred to as Esau in this case, because you are of your father, the devil, man. You are of your father, Satan, man. okay, and the lust of and how the Lord has programmed Satan to be, you're gonna be the exact same way. All right, he was a murderer from the beginning, going all the way back to Cain, man. You know, and he'll dome not in the truth. He knew when Yahweh, when the Lord Yahweh asked him, you know, what was his brother? He's am I my brother's keeper? Because there is no truth in him. He was gonna lie from the jump, man. When he speaketh the lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it, man. So we know that there is nothing that this devil is going to be upfront and truthful about, man. Okay? He'll always try to have some type of videos as a psyop when people figure things out, because people was able to pinpoint, you know, see if I can find that how the so-called how they had these carts coming from the rocket, and now Esau was like, well, that's a fail safe. No, he just found out how you got them going in there, you sending them back out of there, man. I got it right here. Let me bring this up real quick. I got this and then one more precept, and then we'll close it out.
Most often about the Artemis 2 launch. It's actually about these things. What are these things zipping away from the rocket right at liftoff? This is the Artemis emergency egress system. Whee! And it's basically just a giant zip line. There's 4 baskets that can each hold 5 people to get the crew away from the rocket as quickly as possible. They would use these in an emergency if there is a propellant leak or a fire and they needed to get away from the pad in a hurry. Now remember, SLS and all other NASA rockets before it are fully fueled when the astronauts and the ground crew approach the vehicle. So they want to have a way to get out of there if something's going wrong. Now during the Apollo program, they just took an elevator down and then rode this giant slide down into an underground room called the rubber room, where they'd hang out until it was safe to evacuate. Later, they added the zip line that we see today. Once the rocket's committed to launching, they just let these things go so they don't get fried by all the rocket exhaust. And in the meantime, the crew now has the launch escape system in an emergency. Of all things that I get asked about most often about the Artemis 2 launch, it's actually about...
No, now we know Esau, you know, when you start to figure out things, he'll try to add these cover-ups and tell you, oh, well, you know, this is a fail-safe. No, you been exposed, man, because the Lord said nothing is secret. You know, anything that you devils have covered up, the Lord is gonna uncover it, man. Okay, so let's grab that last precept and then we'll close out from there. Again, I pray that you edify through this lesson. This is Luke chapter 8 and verse 17. Luke 8 and 17. It says, "For nothing is secret that should not be made manifest, neither anything hid, nothing shall like a dash." I'm starting to talk. Luke 8 and 17, for nothing is secret that should not be made manifest, neither anything hid that should not be known and come abroad. Again, like I said, nothing is secret, man. Okay, what everything that you devils have hidden, you know, the Lord is uncovering it, man, step by step, and He's uncovering it through His mouthpieces, through His prophets, from the lowest all the way to the top, man. You got the brothers of Quan Ayash who goes into daily just uncovering prophecy on every level, from the wars to the famines to these pestilences, every single thing, man. Okay, it's a spirit. The spirit. Shalom, Zaquan. How about Shema Shabbat Shem Kagad Barakatah? This is the brother Zaquan Ayash, GMS Kingdom Modern 144:5. It says Deuteronomy 33 and 29. Art thou happy, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, thy shield of thy help, who is the sword of thy excellence, and thy enemies shall be found liars. Okay, thy enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. So in these times, you know, we are still finding this devil to be liars, man. Okay, the Lord has become our protection, our shield, and the sword of our excellence. And in that time right now, that sword of these scriptures, man, we cutting this devil up with these lies, man, because everything that he's doing, the Lord has already written it, man. The Lord, and that's ultimately Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, because it was who's the word? The word is Yahweh Shai. So we cutting this devil up, man. We Yahweh Shema Shai, man. And Esau's being found a liar at every step, man. At every step, and we trading on this nigga right now, man. Tell him exactly what he gonna do, how he gonna do it. Okay, what he gonna do, when he gonna do it. Ultimately, sometimes how it's gonna play out. You know, we can't tell him. We can't say exactly the day, the time, and the minute, and the second, because no man nor the hour, but the Father. But ultimately, we know exactly what this devil gonna do, man. Okay, because this is already spoken of. Okay, but that was the point. I pray this lesson was edifying to you. Until again, Salabah, Kam Rashala, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash, Barakatham, Shalom.